Howdy! I'm going to a fantasy ball in Seattle at the end of next month called Venice Is Sinking, and I have to make an outfit for it. My dress is gonna have a couple parts to it. It is a fantasy ball with like a Venetian carnival and then also wedding theme. I'm going 18th century, kind of French inspired. So I'm gonna have a chemise, and then I'm gonna have a corset, and then I'm going to have a petticoat. All skirts at this time were called petticoats. And then over that, I'm going to have something robe à l'anglaise inspired. I'm really excited about this. I have been working on getting patterns together for the last little bit. I self-drafted a lot of patterns, and I self-drafted quite a few based on patterns I already had. I really liked the bodice of my dress for the history ball. I do want this gown to lace in the front, and I want it to lace in the front with like a bit of a V shape open, so you can see the corset that I'm going to make. This is my pattern. I've already got it printed out and everything. I wound up having to make some alterations to my history ball bodice. I had to put a dart in the back because it was just like a little bit big around here. I redrafted the pattern to kind of take into account that dart, so the back is actually multiple pieces where it previously was just one. I also, you can kind of tell, I wanted it to go down in the back, kind of like a backwards basque waist a little bit. I noticed that that was in a lot of extant garments where it has like, I don't know what it's called, a little triangle shape in the back. And I really liked that. I got this brick of fabric from Fabric Wholesale Direct, which in the wake of Joann's dissolving, Fabric Wholesale Direct has become kind of my go-to for a lot of like bulk fabric. It's really inexpensive, and I think that the quality is exactly what I expect it to be. They have a great variety, not quite Joann's variety, but they have a lot of variety, and I really like Fabric Wholesale Direct. So this is all of the black fabric that I'm going to need for this gown. My plan is to have it be black and gold or black and champagne. One of the fabrics that I wanted for this was sold out, so I only bought the black stuff. And now I'm moving, and I will say the shipping on this, very slow. I know what my new address is, but I don't actually get to move in there until into April. And so right now I can't order it because I don't know what address to send it to. Anyway, I'm just kind of like waiting a little bit. Let's open this. I opened that like a monster. This is all going to look the same because it's all black, but it is different. So first of all, I got this huge thing of black thread. I used this, something similar for my history ball dress too, and it was like such a lifesaver. I can't tell you how many times I've like run out of thread at like 2 in the morning. I got a crazy amount of black bias tape. This is for the skirt. It helps with the pleating, and then it gives it something like structural to hold on to. This is the main overskirt of the robe à la française. It's gonna use this. Sorry, robe à l'anglaise. Ooh, this feels so nice. This is black chiffon. It's so soft. This is gonna be what the chemise is made out of, and the chemise sleeves are going to show. So it's like kind of see-through, it's pretty sheer, and it feels really nice. I'm actually hoping to make this chemise today. I found a couple patterns for 18th century chemises, and they look really straightforward. It's a lot of just like rectangles. I've never made one before though, so I'm always nervous, mostly about cutting like really large panels. I don't know why, that always makes me nervous. I feel like it's easy to mess it up. This is black cotton broadcloth. It's going to be the lining and the inner lining of the bodice of the robe à l'anglaise. I did the lining for my history ball bodice out of like a China poly silk, and I had really wished I had chosen something A, easier to cut out, B, less like satiny and likely to move around, just something with a little bit more structure to it. And also I like a cotton lining because it breathes a little bit better. And the cotton broadcloth on Fabric Wholesale Direct is crazy cheap. It's like $4.99 a yard, something like that. This is rather thin, which is also nice because it's thin, but it has structure, so it's not going to add a lot of bulk because there is going to be multiple layers of this. This is the best part. I hope you can see the shine on this. There's some like natural light coming in. This is black matte satin. It's going to be most of the bodice and the skirt of the robe à la française. This is like so, it has such good body to it. Like it's really stiff. It feels expensive. I feel like it kind of looks expensive. The pleating on this is gonna really stand out. One issue I had with my history ball dress, while it was lovely and I really liked it, when I was taking pictures of it, I had to keep adjusting the pleats. Not that the pleats would fall out, but they just wouldn't really remain stiff. And I love some stiff pleats. I like when I spend hours of my life lovingly hand stitching cartridge pleats. I would like if they would be apparent to anyone who gazes upon them. I do want to have an overlay over this, like a tulle. I was thinking something with like gold stars or something like that. And I have found some good options that I want to go with. This is actually the thing that's been stopping me from starting this project, which I really need to get going on, is I want the whole bodice, and then also the skirt of the robe à l'anglaise to have this like celestial, like gold overlay on top of it. And I've been having a hard time deciding what that's gonna be, like what I'm gonna make it out of. what the overlay is gonna look like. I have a couple options. I'm also trying not to spend like literally $100 on just this tulle overlay. Actually, my next step is to start the chemise, which I hope to do today. So thank you. I'm sorry for not having posted in a very long time. Not that I'm assuming anyone has been on the edge of their seat waiting to see what my sewing adventures are, but I'm still sewing, I haven't quit. I hope you'll follow along for this Venice Is Sinking gown. I'm really excited about it. I feel like I'm really stepping my game up on this one. I'm making all of the pieces of my costume, including the underlayers, and I'm really excited. So thank you so much. Please stay tuned. Please subscribe to see all of my sewing nonsense. And all my sewing nonsense will shortly be with a new backdrop because I'll be in a new apartment. I would love it if you would send me your words of comfort about moving, because I really hate moving. I hate packing. And I'm moving because my boyfriend and I broke up. So that is a bummer for me personally. But I'm excited to continue sewing because although the horrors persist, so do I.